Alright folks, and for this video we are going to talk about week 10 from Thursday onwards. And how we're going to start off is for the scale, this is basically a D major scale. Okay, and we're going to start off with our middle finger on the second fret of your third string. And this is the correct fingering. So middle, index on 1, middle on 2 again, followed by open string. Do take note there's going to be a shift. So the next note after the open string is this. I'm going to use my index finger on second fret, middle on the third fret, then followed by open string again, index on 2, middle on 4, pinky on 5. Alright, so this is basically the ascending scale pattern, right? Shift, alright, once more, 2, 3, then going back down. Okay, so pinky on 5, ring on 4, index on 2, open, then middle on 3, index on 2, open, then shift up, and we'll end right here. Okay, so if you play the whole thing slow and steady, this is what we have. Once more, practice along with me. Let's do it slow, okay? 3, 4, and alright, so that's what we have for Thursday. And let's look at Friday. And Friday, it's going to be where we practice a lot of those legatos based on the scales that we have learned, right? So let's go through kind of like a phrase at a time. Okay, so basically the first 3 notes of Friday, it's this fingering. Okay, you're going to get your index finger and your middle finger on fretted down, okay, for both notes. Then you pluck, pull off, followed by a hammer on. Da da da. Okay, pluck, pull off, hammer. Then here, open, hammer with the middle finger, then pull off. Okay, so again. That's what we have. Da da dum ba da dum. Again. Ba da dum ba da dum. Then followed by this. Okay, so just going back over to middle finger on the second fret of your third string, followed by a pull off. That's the sound that we are looking for. So do take note, folks, for the first bar, this kind of rhythm, right, even though they are all being played in quavers, this is considered a polyrhythm. Okay, because whenever we talk about 4/4 playing in quavers, most of the time the accent is going to be on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? So if you look at this grouping of notes based on the little curve line that we have above, that grouping of the notes becomes 3, 3, 2. That means for every phrase you have a grouping of 3 quavers, followed by 2 quavers. So when I count this, right, as opposed to counting like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I tend to count like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And this is basically a very common rhythm that they like to play around with 4/4. Okay, so just take note of that. So the first bar and the second bar, you have the same thing going, right? Okay. Now, the next portion, okay, we are going to shift that left hand over to the second fret of your second string with your index finger. Okay, so we have this sequence of notes, index on 2, pull off to 0, hammer back to 2, and then hammer again with your middle finger going to the third fret. So 1 and 2 and. So for the third bar, right, it's not so much of that polyrhythm, because if you look at the groupings of the notes, it appears to be in groups of 4. Then you pluck the open string. Then do take note. The next portion of the notes. See that? We have this. So I'm applying pressure on both fingers, even though they are all on the same string. Right? So pluck the third fret, pull off the middle finger, right? Then pull off the index finger again. So that's the sound that we are looking for. Right? So let's practice the third and the fourth bar together, because it's basically the a repeat, right? So here goes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go. Okay. So that's going to be the pattern for your third bar and the fourth bar. Now, last but not least, this is going to be very cool, because you're going to try and use like a index, ring, and pinky for those hammer-ons and the pull-off. So the first 4 notes of bar 5 is this: index on 2, okay, pluck, pull off, hammer with your index, hammer with your ring finger. That's that sound. Ba-da-da-dum. Okay, then where's my pinky going? Pinky goes over to the 5th fret. And now for this segment of notes, right, do take note, I am placing all 3 fingers down. All 3 fingers. Okay, index, ring, and pinky, all fretting the strings. And check this out: pluck the first string, pull off with your pinky, right? Pull off with your pinky, and then pull off again with your ring finger, then pull off again with your index finger. So, right? Then, so just make sure that you're getting that note clear. Even though you're using your pinky, the volume should be loud enough. Okay? Again. Okay, that's the sound that we're looking for. So if you try and link up both, again. And then you'll end with your pinky on the 5th fret. Okay? So you want to try and play it very slowly, right? In this speed. 1, 2, 3, go. And Okay. So at some points when I find that the finger is not kind of sustaining that note, then I will try and do a little pluck just to keep that note strong. All right. But a good practice is just to make sure that when you do a hammer on or a pull off, you're able to sustain those notes. Okay, try and see what works for you. Then next one is we're going to look at Saturday, and this is going to be a very cool lick. So if you want, you can choose to play the entire lick with only your thumb. Very bluesy lick. So take note, we have to swing this exercise. Okay. Very bluesy. All right. So don't worry. Okay, just trying to show off. So okay, let me just guide you slowly. So the first segment of the notes, right, is this. We are going to have your ring finger on the 5th fret of your 1st string. Then index finger goes down to the 3rd fret. Now, as opposed to using a pull-off, which is written right there in the triplets on the 2nd beat, I'm just going to play all 3 notes as it is. Ring on 5, middle on 4, index on 3. Then, ring finger goes up a string to the 5th fret again. Index goes to 3. Okay, and the last note, I am flipping over to my middle finger. So it's gonna sound like this. Just the first bar. 1, 2, 3, go. Again. 3, go. 4 and again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the last note that you're playing with your middle finger on the 2nd fret of your 3rd string, that note happens on the 4 and. Okay, 4 and. Right? 4. Right? So then what we have next is this. Very cool sound, right? That's how it sounds like. So the 2nd bar of Saturday is we have this open string. Ring finger goes over to the 3rd fret. I'm not doing that pull off. I'm just playing it as per normal. So open, ring on 3, index on 1. Now right here, you'll find that there's a small 4th fret note there, and then followed by a slash. That means they want you to do a reverse slide from the 4th fret going to the 3rd fret. That's the sound. Okay? Okay, that's how it sounds like. And remember, once you pluck, drag your fingers back by a fret. Index on 1, and then followed by middle on 2. Ba-da-da-dum, bum bum. That is how that triplet sounds like with the mixture of quaver and your minim for the 2nd bar. So it sounds like 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Okay. So once you get comfortable with every single bar, then you want to try and see if you're able to link up. 4 and. Very nice sound. Okay, ready. 1, 2, 3, go. 4. Okay, so folks, work on that. Okay, just focus up to Saturday. All right, 加油。